That's a shell horn. You big blow that 3 times at the right part of the goo, and it calls a ginormous goo monster for you.
Buongiorno, to quote Brad Pitt from Inglourious Bastards. Alright, yeah. Let's see, where was I? Okay.
This is Gaga Grampus Bay, the legendary
Lady
undersurf
Gaga
monster village.
What? If this is Lady Gaga's village, I don't want to be here. Her and her retarded self. That's Italian. Yeah, it is. That's true. Speak Italian. That dude just presented a fishing rod from his crotch there. That was weird. Whoa.
Says the world's gotten so bad that even the deepest parts of the goo are nasty enough to drive Gargantua nuts. That meanster keeps coming up and chomping when no one's around. Could you bring it to the top of the goo so they can get at it? Says it's always starving, so it grabs things to eat. And for its huge baby monster, too.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Explains the Gargantua
Sadly.
lives deep in the goo. You need to draw it to the surface.
So I ended up finding this cool flame melee weapon on my back right here in a cave by just touching 3 stones so it could take off the force field for me to get it. But first I had to go to a lighthouse to shine the light on the area where I was supposed to go to.
To do that, you need to blow a special shell horn. That'll bring it up.
Oh, you mean right where I already was before? Guess I gotta go back there again, but I had to get the quest first. Matter of fact, the one that I got on my back right now is a little higher in terms of the highest damage that it does, but it's lower, or a little lower than the overall, I guess, base damage that it does for another weapon that I had. But it does have the ability to set enemies on fire, so I guess I'll have to switch back and forth between those, especially since they have 2 different elemental properties.
You're the only one with enough air blow to do it.
Oh. Just like Biden blows hot air, I guess he has enough air blow to do it.
Says that might work. Maybe.
Bet you can see clearly now.
The rain is gone.
The dark will never hurt you, not like that.
No, you'll find other ways.
Sounds like someone's guilty of hurting feelings.
I do not feel guilty about that. Wait, I mean...
Ah! Well, hoot hoot. Don't mess with my toot toot. Anyways, I saw a bunch of reviews today for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and a lot of people are saying that they think it's the most gorgeous game they've ever played. But they said that it's a real heartwarming tale, has a lot of courage and stuff, and friendship, and overcoming evil, and all that skirt. That looked like a freaking apron. That looked like a skirt. So yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those games I'm going to get when it's like $20. Yeah, well, I'd say $30 maybe at the most. And whenever I get a PS5. So there's technically only 2, maybe 3 games that I want to get on the PS5 right now. Obviously, if I get Demon Souls, it's going to be dirt freaking cheap, because that's going to be a niche title that I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of time into all at once. So I used to have Demon Souls back on PS3, and yeah, I turned around and sold it like 3 days after having it. And I had bought it when it was a greatest hits back then too. And it still retains its regular price of $20, which was the greatest hits price, even with the remake being out. Matter of fact, they have specific servers that you can access on the PS3, fan-made servers to play online with other people with that game, which you can't do anymore officially, since they shut down the servers for it, the official servers for it. But yeah, it's kind of surprising to me that well, not necessarily surprising, knowing when it was announced with Ratchet and Clank. Of course, they have a Wyman in there, and which is supposed to be Ratchet's counterpart, and of course, what do they say? She doesn't have anything really special or different about her. It's basically like she's a reskin of Clatchit, because Wyman. And they were saying, oh yeah, and the story mainly focuses around her. I'm like, oh, that's a big surprise. And they're like, it's so hard seeing the series go anywhere else now without her being in it. I mean, I'm not complaining about the fact that there being a female Lombax in it, which is his race, because Ratchet thought that he was the only one left of his race throughout the series. And to me, I kind of felt like, considering that she's brought into play now, you know, women in video games nowadays, I was kind of thinking maybe they were going to go the routes of maybe they would end up falling in love or something, which obviously I don't know that, because I haven't played it and won't play it for a long while. But at the same time, they said, oh, this doesn't put Ratchet out to pasture or anything like that. You know, even though he's been the mainstay of the series since day one. But it's like, yeah, it just seems like it's focusing more on what the heck? I forgot what her friggin' name was. I think her name is Rivet in it. The chick Lombax that's in there. I'm not complaining about there being a female protagonist in it, but at the same time, I mean, you know a reason why they did it. You just know it. I mean, it is what it is. But I'll have to really see if they're going to end up doing anything in terms of her and Ratchet, say, falling in love or something like that throughout the game, considering he thought he was the only one left of his race. So I don't know, maybe she'll be like, I'm an independent Lombax, I don't need no man. Which wouldn't surprise me either. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, there's one there too. Oh, dang. Oh, there's another one over there. I wonder if I have to blow more than one to be able to grab that thing. Night Raven, hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? But yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of nitpicking at the game from the reviews that I've seen, but I had kind of expected that from the previews. I'm still going to play it. I'm probably still going to enjoy it considering I like the series, but just given how the gameplay, gaming industry landscape has changed nowadays, you know that they just really put that in there because they wanted to have some female protagonists, but I don't know. We'll see what'll happen. I mean, you call things for what they are. It's not a. See, some people think it's kind of like complaining. It's not complaining. You're calling it out for what it actually is and what you see. I mean, for what it is, and knowing how the state and the direction that the industry has been going lately. I mean, it's not complaining. I mean, if these people would actually end up, if they claim to be gamers so much that they did their own friggin' research, they know that.
Big blow the shell horn 3 times in a row. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
I never knew that this was going to end up being a little puzzle
First,
thingy.
you need to point it the right playway.
Cooking in the heat? Well, how is she supposed to cook then? 69.8 degrees Fahrenheit there. That kind of seems to me like it's really cool, but I don't. There probably is a difference in terms of temperature in the West and Fahrenheit across the pond, I suppose. I hate hot weather, anyways, Night Raven. I can't stand it. I don't like sweating. I don't like ass crack sweat. I don't like ball sack sweat. You know, or sweat on your thighs. You walk like you got a wedgie. But if you wipe down, you're okay, you know. But I can't stand it, period. I just shaved my head yesterday before I went to work because I always aim to keep my head shaved because it's a heck of a lot easier to maintain. So, means when I'm putting them in just because rather than there actually being an actual point to it. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't really know. It's just from what I perceive and what I see.
Don't get the right playway.
Just what I'm perceiving it to be. It sounds like he farted. Oh, wait a minute. That dude sounds like he's farting.
You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow. Blow, blow, blow.
This isn't a porno. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the yeah, I figured this much. Knowing I was just over here, now to go get this, and now go over there to get that, even though I hadn't been over there on that one. Hey, Macarena. You're getting a tan from the inside. That's some that's some serious heat then, if that's the case.
To call the Gargantua, you need to big blow the shell horn. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
I'm gonna big blow your mom if you keep
First,
saying that.
You
weird
need to point it the right playway.
narrator man.
You hit the right playway. Now, go big blow.
Yeah, the heat wave.
Blow,
Yeah.
blow, blow.
I mean, that's kind of like how it is here. I mean, it is summer over here. Well, I don't know. I think it might still be spring. I don't know if summer started yet or not, but still, it's still hot outside. Can't freaking stand it. I'll be glad when fall gets here. Oh, glad that worked out okay. Okay, so I guess I should have actually done that. I just appear from the other side. I guess I could have wrapped around and went in through there, I suppose, but oh well, we'll see. Definitely going through a filter before my posts show up. Yeah,
To call the Gargantua,
that wouldn't surprise
you
me.
need to big blow the shell horn 3 times in a row. First, you need to point it the right playway.
Starts the 21st on what? Oh, summer. You said Semper. I'm like, what?
You hit
Semper
the
Fi.
right playway. Now, go big blow.
Close enough.
Low blow.
I really do hope those games show up from GameFly today that I rented. What the heck? That's what I think of your gunboat, sir. But anyways, oh wow, I just faded from existence. Because if they don't show up today, I'm gonna contact them and be like, hey, you know, you sent one of these games out on the end of May, which I believe was the 29th, and then the other one shipped out on June the 1st, and they still aren't here. They might all show up at the exact same time, probably. On top of the fact that the Biohazard case, also the Biohazard, the Japanese version of Resident Evil, the Biomutant case is also supposed to show up as well. So. Oh, I go somewhere else then. Not over here. Am I supposed to go back up on the island again? I think so, actually. Seems like it. I guess I gotta go in there and then go down. Yeah, that was that other cave area. Ah! Never mind, there's a thing. I didn't even know this, but somehow a new gun that I had gotten, I wasn't even aware of it, but somehow it ended up going and equipping itself to my character. And it shoots out buzzsaw blades, which pierces through enemy armor, which I'm pretty sure would probably work out for the enemies wearing the full suit of armor. But, like, I didn't even know it switched over to, I'm like, what in the world's up with this thing not shooting fast enough? And then I realized it was a different gun. I'm like, how the heck did that even happen? I don't know if I might have done it by accident or what. The Gaga grub, the Lady Gaga grub. Lady Gaga can go suck a tata. Which actually she probably does. Bodacious tatas. I remember that joke by Jeff Foxworthy. He said, any of the guys that I used to talk to always said they wanted a girl with bodacious tatas. He said, but the only women that I knew that had bodacious tatas was the women who worked in the cafeteria at school. He said when he was at school that happened. And I was like, yeah, well, I guess that does make sense. Oh my god, I got eaten. And I got spit out somehow. And I'm in the water. And I don't know. Return to Tunj. Your tuna. So I guess basically that guy's name is Queef or Queefer.
Nice job blowing that shell horn. The Gargantua is huge.
Shell shriek. A muzzle. Oh. So I did this for a muzzle.
Always appreciates a chat with you.
Yeah, but what the heck was that? What, did I just get something for it to eat? Does it like spit me out?
Wishes you'd been better as a kid, but is glad you untended. The world says you're always appreciate. Understand?
Kind of get the same thing of what I'm. The last little ding happens with the XP. Bodacious doesn't mean knee knockers. Yeah. Exactly. Although that was back when you could tell jokes like that and everybody not be offended by every little thing in existence. I'm offended you said knee knockers at a stand-up comedian performance. I don't freaking care. Allow me to laugh at you. Actually, don't allow me to do nothing. You aren't going to allow me to do anything. I'm going to allow myself to do it.
That's a broken one. It's been there for a while, and judging by the looks, it won't be going
Why are you shooting the other direction? I just want to blow it up. I don't have to, but I want to. There. I already took the gun off of it. Pull the thingy off. Let him be offended. Doesn't concern me. I just laugh at it now. I just laugh at all the people being offended by everything, because it's just, it's just like I said, we live in clown world, dude. It's hilarious nowadays. It's hilarious, but it's hilarious on a level where it sucks that it can actually end up ends up affecting things for other people, which is a load of crap. Well, is it gonna kill it? Jeez. It's just like one time before when they were talking about people going and putting these different... Oh, shit! These different, little flags and banners and things on their social media profiles. You know, like, when everybody on Facebook would go and end up turning... Come on, what the piss is going on here? When everybody was, well, not everybody, but people on social media like Facebook and whatnot were going and changing their profile picture to an all-black picture for that Black Lives Matter crap, and then, or they were going and changing it to a rainbow thing for Gay Month, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what's that supposed to prove? I mean, you're pretty much just doing it for making your own self feel good, is what I'm guessing, because it's not proving anything. It's not doing anything for the matter, because at the end of the month, all these companies are going to go back to square one again. It's just like that video I sent you today, where it's like, all these other companies are going putting the rainbow flag up there, but they aren't doing it for the Middle East or China. For their social media pages, oh no. Because they don't want to lose the money from them. Is why. They don't want to lose that money. It's not something they stand for. It's all a marketing scheme. They don't care. In the long run. And what kind of gets to me too is kind of funny. It's like in a ways it's like, oh, like gay people weren't shopping at your stores before. You have to further emphasize that. What, you think they're going to shop double time with your company now? Is that how that's supposed to work? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I mean, it's a mental thing, man. It's a mental problem. People keep shoving it in my face. I'm just gonna shove right back. Probably doesn't seem like it's the most mature thing to do. Really, the most mature. Well, it isn't mature to ignore it either, especially when it's actually affecting you. I mean, for example, I know some people who are gay. I mean, I don't hate them. I don't. That's not in my nature to do so. I don't hate them. I disagree with them. Disagree with the last. I mean, for example, I got friends and family who I love and care for, and there's some things that they do that I disagree with. Does that mean I hate them? No, it does. That's not it at all. That has nothing to do with it. I mean, yeah, it's your life, do whatever, okay, but it's not my life, so I don't I don't want it pushed on me, you know? I mean, I don't know how hard that is to comprehend. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, dude. It's just like, for example, last night, there was, a couple people. It was one or two people, I think, from what I recently have been seeing with this whole gay month thing, where they were posting about, oh, you hate it because of this or because of that. And I'm like, you clearly don't understand what the meaning is between disagreeing with something and hating something. You don't understand it. You don't. You just immediately, you have that mindset of immediately jumping to hate because somebody doesn't like it or disagree with it. And you're wrong for that. I mean, yeah, I don't agree with it. If that's you, whatever, your life, you know, as long as it's not affecting me. But it is. So, yeah, I'm going to say something against it. So, I'm so sorry that there's companies out there that want to go and jump on the gay bandwagon, and you just happen to be a part of it. I mean, what more can I say? What more can I say about that? I'm not going to be a drone and be accepting of everything like society wants to push down your throat with no matter what it is. I mean, there've been a couple of family members in my past that were doing things that I didn't agree with. Does that mean I hate them? No. Do I still love them and care for them? Yes. I mean, get real, people. Jeez, buy a dictionary and read what the differences is between these things. Sinful practices like that never self-contained to where it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Man, how many thingies are on this ship? How does that have to... Why doesn't it just show it? Just show exactly what's on the piece of equipment, and that's it. Just show the piece of equipment. Don't go and have it go. Yeah, like that right there. It's like ding, ding, ding. Let's just show it little by little. Allows them to dismiss any rebuttal to their claims, whether it's truthful or not. Yeah, that's true. Just like, yeah, this is me, this is who I am, so screw Well, no, actually, because it's flowing through all the rest of society. It's not just you. Try to raise yourself up above others like that. And it's hilarious to see it too with how these companies act. They do all of that, and then bam, July 1st, go back to square one. I tell you what, I would like to see some of these companies, when it gets to be in July, for them to actually put American flags on there for 4th of July. I'd really like to see that, but you ain't going to see that. I mean, if you do, it sure as heck ain't going to be the massive amount that you see with the whole rainbow color going on. And I'm not just talking about one day for 4th of July either. I mean the whole month. July's White History Month. Way to see that banner flown. Oh, man. Yep. Exactly. It's just like that news story that I saw yesterday that I tagged you in, the video that I sent you from the Hodge twins, and friggin' Kamala Harris was over in Guatemala, I believe it was, like, oh no, please don't come to the U.S., you'll be turned back. Yeah, because you done fucked over the border is why, honey. Biden's like, open the borders! And then Kamala's like, no, close them off. Which I actually, obviously, it wasn't just her that said it. It was a whole hive mind that ended up coming at that point. I'm like, yeah, what did you expect, dumbasses? Friggin' amazing, man. What did you freaking expect? I didn't hear anything about Kamala actually going to the border, though. I heard that Biden was talking about her actually going there, or was sending her there, and I don't think that she did. Like, Biden, you're the president, you're the one that did it, you take your ass over there. I feel like that I should get something at a later point to end up going down into these things, because, like, there's nothing here, especially after that long trek that I took. And another thing that's kind of funny to me is how, in the video they were talking about how Kamala, they always want to go along the route of, oh, she's the first African American vice president. I'm like, her mother was Indian, red dot Indian, not Native American Indian. Her mother was Indian. And from what the Hodge twins were saying, that her father was just as light skinned as they were. So no, she's not this full blown African American vice president like you're saying. She's not. And anyways, she's Jamaican too. So last I checked, Jamaica wasn't in Africa. But hard be it for anybody to try to do any type of research nowadays. They just go along with the indoctrination that they're fed. Okay, I really don't know what the purpose is of this whole thing, because, like, there's nothing else here for me to go to. There's nothing for me to pop open. I mean, there was, like, one item that I found, but that wasn't nothing. I would have figured with me making the trek all the way over here that I would have been able to break something open here, but that's not the case. I kind of feel like I can actually go down further into here, but I can't, considering the fact that I can't friggin' swim. But I'm guessing there must be some type of item or something that you should get at some point to be able to do that. Because otherwise, why in the world would it be showing me that? There's no way that it would just want me to come over here for one little tiny thing like that. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, I'm not gonna... Where is it? What do you mean I can't get it here? It's right there in the friggin' water, you douche-tard. Can I walk back over there? Yeah, I can see, like, I can't do that. There's no way. I thought it might have been just a little bit for me to walk around in, but no. I hate the fact you can't swim in this. It's like friggin' Grand Theft Auto 3 and Grand Theft Auto Vice City all over again. It's like, we got water out here, but you can't swim in it. I'm like, what? Can I climb back up this thing? You know what? Never mind. I don't need to. That's why this is over here. Forget it. There we go. I really hate how they do this. I don't know why you can't just jump right there and just start pulling stuff up. You gotta pull friggin' crap back. Yeah, it's dumb. I don't get it. Like, as far as I know, most animals are able to swim or at least paddle. Let me see something here. Exactly where it is where I would... Well, there is another outpost over there that I could go to, but then again, this is another spot that I hadn't been to. I hate that too, where it's like, oh, you can't fast travel, you're on a mount. That's retarded. I hated that. Some games are like that though. It's like, you can't fast travel because you're on a mount. So freaking what? I'm just going a little bit faster on a mount. You got to get off the friggin' mount just to fast travel. Half the comments didn't show up on the screen. Well, I reckon that's what Telegram's for. They want to try to act like they're going to go and censor everything in YouTube land, but it ain't going to be everywhere. Oh, screw it. God, no aim don't work worth a shite.
Brace yourself for Freak Isle.
Really?
The biggest monster home around. Good thing it's an island.
So Big Papa Pump is here? Scott Steiner? All my freaks out there! Ooh, I got me a thingy. Got me a trophy that says Nautica, whatever the hell that is. Probably spent enough time on the friggin' Hoochie Coochie boat here. Wouldn't being in a mount make you travel faster? Yeah! Wouldn't you think so? Bunch of mines up here. I hear you. I hear the... the monster peoples. Yeah, there we go. A spark plug. Oh, bio point. Oh my. That is kind of cool though. They do run away when on fire, and I guess it takes damage over time. The other one that I have with the freezing thing works out well, but then again, it kind of seems like two-handed slashing moves faster than two-handed blunt, which would make sense actually. Considering that the blade would be thinner than the blunt weapon would, that would be thicker. So, and of course we got a campfire here where we can rest and change time of day and all that stuff, but I wonder what's in there. I bet it's a boss. For all I know, it probably could be one of the world eaters inside that thing.
Get the knobs in sync to make the hardware work.
Well, your frozen pizza's
It's a
ready.
Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right
Grotto
away.
Bunker. Crushing melee. Another thing that I don't like in this, that I find kind of strange, is check this out. Where is it? Let me get over here real quick. Look at the moon. Look how fast it's moving. The day and night cycle in this is crazy. Like, it moves so fast. It's just strange. Maybe that's what happens when the world goes to crap. It affects the entire planetary solar system. Toxinol did something so devastating to our planet that it just screwed up the whole solar system. The hell? Is there anything worthwhile that's out here? Apparently not. So, with that being the case, I guess I hadn't been over there to those. Don't question it, peasant. The science is settled. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Hang on a second. I shall be right back in a second. I think I'll blow my nose for some reason. My allergies are bothering me. Hey, Macarena. Now wait a minute. Is this one of the, no? I need to go further out around this way. Yeah. Wait a minute now. Was I here before? No, I was not, because there's no way I could jump over that far. I don't know why I jumped through those. I don't buy anything in the game. I just craft or whatever. Oh, a thingy. Oh, I got me a silver trophy. Kneel. I guess I've found a lot of these different little points so far. I always think you're going to puke when you make that sound. Oh, really? My bad. Oh, man. I always, I guess I have my way of doing different types of belches. I mean, if I have like a lot of carbonation, I'll rock the walls, but if not, then You know, I guess it's just normal small belches, but I guess I try to do like a a death metal growl or something in the process. It's just weird. I think I told you about a friend of mine that I went to school with in college, and also at the middle school that I went to back in Charlotte, where he could like almost belch on command. Of course, he'd have to build up enough for him to actually do it. But when he did it, he like rocked the walls, dude. Like, he was loud. He was just like, "Brrr!" Like, it was just crazy. And then I had another friend of mine in college who could almost fart on demand. Same way as my friend who can almost belch on demand. Pretty sure that those would be flattering conversations to have at the dinner table with the missus. Hey, honey, I can fart on command. Oh, really? Do tell. Or do. Ha ha, do. You probably would do if you did it if you did it at the wrong time. Oh, well, I shit myself. Okay, now I know I have not been over here. Who pooped in the pool? Damn it, little Jimmy, you shit in the pool again. I'm gonna tell your mama to stop feeding you tacos the day before you come to the pool. Belch on command when you were younger, still can, but they're weak now. Yeah, my dad could, actually. You know, little by, if he did it too much, though, they'd get weaker, but he could do normal ones. Ah! But for some reason, I can't. I don't know why. Like John Travolta. Yeah, level 32, baby! John Travolta and Look Who's Talking. Ah! I haven't seen that movie in forever. I can't remember that part. I've seen both of the movies. I think there was only 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Ah! Level up. Pick something. You know something that's really funny about this game, though, is that, remember, Tanya was the one that was wanting to get it because she was really liking it, and I got it because obviously I was still going to play it, and so was she. But since we bought it, she's yet to actually go back and play it, and I'm the one that's playing it. Oh man. If I really would have known that, I probably still wouldn't have got it and still waited until it was cheaper. But, you know, it is what it is. I'll remember that next time. I should have really remembered that for Resident Evil Village.
That's an improvement.
Oh, there's 3 of them? Okay, I think I've seen all 3 of them. I know there's nothing else with these, is there? Ugh. I'm not even dual wielding. One hand is slashing. Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't have to come down to it, but I was just like, all right. I was like, because she thought that it was like cheaper, but it wasn't. She said, "Oh, so it's full price?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But we get a $10 discount." But still, but it's all good. I mean, it's not like I'm not playing it. I mean, I am enjoying it. So, just imagine what the heck to do with the other friggin' World Eater, was that probably just going to come at a later point. 8 making out, a vision of them being married with kids and him belching. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember that part. Good game to stream on her channel. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely would be. But I don't perceive her finishing it. Any open world games for that matter, honestly. I mean, good grief, she still hasn't gone back to Assassin's Creed Origins yet either, so. And that's an open world game. She's too busy dusting the cobwebs out of the tombs. They need a game where you just go in and clean buildings and other structures. Dude, they may have those. I mean, they already got like a couple games out right now. They have, I don't know if you've heard of them or not, they do have one called Serial Cleaner, where you go and clean up after a serial killer, and it's supposed to be like a stealth kind of game.
Rip-Rack could still have
where
some good stuff in it.
You're trying to avoid the cops as you're cleaning up after the serial killer. And, I don't know if it's time-based or not. More money you get to spend on upgrading your cleaning equipment and supplies. The cleaner the house, the bunker, please. Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, you know what? Like, no kidding, man. I guarantee you that would be a game that that would be one of those niche games that people really grab onto, and they would stream it like no tomorrow, and some big YouTuber would end up streaming it, and everybody else will want to go after and playing it, and then they'll get hooked onto it, and then it'll just keep going and going and going, and then you'll end up having a sequel that'll come out. I mean, because some of these games that come out, I kind of just sit back and think to myself personally, like, how in the world did that get popular? You know? Is that just one of them? Is there any more? That was it?
If there was, I brought it.
Oh, okay. Well, at least one of them showed up. Well, one of the GameFly thingies showed up. I want to see which one it is. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see which one it is. I'm going to send him a... Let's see. It is... Streets of Rage 4. Alright. So that's cool. Matter of fact, let me see, what time is it? 1:35. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, off of this stream, and I'm going to load up Streets of Rage 4, get that all installed and everything, and then I'll stream that for a little bit, considering it's showed up. But yeah, I'm gonna send a message to GameFly, letting them know about the other one hasn't showed up yet, even though it shipped out like a day or two before the other one did. So, anyways, but yeah, porn theaters would be the hardest wants to do. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Anyways, I'm gonna get this loaded up, and then I'll be back with another stream of that. Check all that out and whatnot. But anyways, I appreciate all the people coming out to the live stream, which is just 2 folks. I love y'all, and everybody checking out the archive version. But I'll be back in a little bit with another live stream for a little bit, and I'll go ahead and end this like I always do. Later taters. Shiki skibop-a-doo-bow, Scatman world.